Okay, as you can plainly see, I'm running low on battery at 7% left. It's an older iPad too, so the battery drains pretty quickly. Anyway, let me take a look at this problem and find the dimensions of a rectangle, maximum area, that's described in a circle of radius 3. So I'm gonna center my circle at the origin, and I'll write the equation down for you. And that's going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, which is 9. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just, so I'm not saying it's a perfect picture, but it's enough for me to understand that I get this a good deal of symmetry. And I'm going to say the area is going to be 4 times, so the area is going to be 4 times this little rectangle over here. But again, when I'm saying 4, because I have to fill all 4 of those in. And what's that going to be? Just x times y. All right. Now, before I do anything, I want to point out in the first quadrant, the x is between 0 and 3, and the y is also between 0 and 3, right, in the first quadrant. So what I'm going to do now is try to get into one unknown. I'm going to try to get in terms of x's. So area as a function of x would be 4 times x. And again, if I'm in the first quadrant, y is a positive number. And that's going to be pretty easy to do. It's just going to be 9 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. All right? That's probably a good place to start thinking about what I need to do next, which is take the derivative. And let me see if I can do that. A prime I'm going to say 4, I'm using the product rule, times 9 minus x squared to the 1/2 power plus 4x. And then I'm going to get 9 minus x squared. I take 1 from half, that's minus 1/2, times, the derivative of the inside of that would be minus 2x. All right, I'm going to keep moving along. I'm going to factor a 4 out, and I'm going to factor out 9 minus x squared to the minus 1/2. What do you get? You get 9 minus x squared. That's from the first term. From the second term, it looks like I get just minus x squared. Let me just be careful about that. And I factored out the 4. I factored out the 9 minus x squared. Oh, I'm sorry, it's minus 2x squared. Let me just make sure I did that right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put a half down. Because, I differentiate. I'm sorry about that. That's 1/2 here. So it is going to be minus x squared. Sorry about that. All right. I'm glad I'm looking back over the work as I do it. So let's write this down. I get 4. I'm going to write that minus thing is in the bottom as a root problem. 9 minus x squared. And what goes here is going to be 9 minus 2x squared. Okay, I got my derivative, and what I need to do is I need to analyze that derivative. And as I do it, I want to emphasize again, we're going between 0 and 3. These are the only numbers I can consider between 0 and 3. So when does this become 0? Well, it becomes 0 when 9 equals 2x squared, or you might say x squared equals 9 halves, or you might say x equals plus or minus 3 over root 2. I certainly can't use the negative thing, but 3 over root 2 is certainly in the center over here. All right, 3 over root 2. All right, and then I would say test out a point, and I would say to play it safe. Again, we're looking at this over here between 0 and 3 over root 2. I know it's difficult. But play it safe. Like you could pick a really, really, really small number, like 0.000001, and the top would definitely be positive, and the bottom would be definitely positive. So I'm going to say positive. And then someone says, what would you pick, after 3 over root 2, go up to 3? And I would say pick a safe number like, 2.999999999. You get the idea, all right? What do you get on bottom? A positive number. We're doing this over here. And on top of what you get, well, let's take a look at that. You get a negative number, decreasing. What do I know? I got maximal area. So then the question becomes what is the question? Find a rectangle of maximum area that can be inscribed in a circle of radius r equals 3. So I want to point out, I got a rectangle. It's actually looks like it's going to turn out to be a square, right? And what is it going to be? It's going to be 2 of those numbers. So write this down. So each side is going to be 2 times 3, which is 6. Whoops. 6 over root 2. Each side is 6 over root 2. Let's see what they said. And the critical value, you indicate the rectangle, 3 root 2 by 3 root 2. Let's go for that. Let's see what happens. So 6 over root 2 times root 2 over root 2. That would be 6 root 2 over 2, which is 3 root 2. Yeah, so maybe it's better to say 3 root 2 for every side. Every side's going to be 3 root 2. So I'm in complete agreement with this. It's a square. That's 3 root 2 by 3 root 2. Thank you.